Hey guys, it's Yvette, and I have something new to sort of share with you. Actually, is it new? Maybe it's not really that new, but my title is new. I'm really super excited about that. I have sent a post around that talked about me becoming the newest AccuQuilt go-getter. And what that means is that I am like a brand ambassador for AccuQuilt. And I'm so super excited to say that I am a go-getter. And that means that I'm going to be sharing lots of things about AccuQuilt with you guys. And I'm really excited about that too. So before that all happened, I had placed an order with AccuQuilt, and I thought that I would just give you a little peek at the things that I purchased, things that I love to use. Now, I know that you guys, if you've been watching me for a bit, you can see that a lot of times I'll be in the middle of a project and I just pull out my AccuQuilt for all sorts of jobs. I mean, there are so many things that you can do with an AccuQuilt. And quite honestly, it's so versatile that it doesn't have to be for, you don't have to just go, oh, AccuQuilt, well, those people must all love applique. It's possible that those people who are into AccuQuilt love applique, but sometimes they don't like applique, and they like to use it for, creating really great quilts and using it to make quilting a lot easier, such as, for myself, I use it every time that I am making bindings. And because I have two dies, one for 2.5 inch bindings and one for 2 1/4. Now, for me, I mostly like to do 2 1/4. I like a smaller, more compact sort of binding. But I also have the 2.5 just in case, I feel like it's something that I need to do. So I have many different reasons for having an AccuQuilt. Another is just for cutting a lot of squares out. Like if you're going to be doing a lot of squares, and you don't want to do it by hand. I mean, why do it by hand? You just pop it in your AccuQuilt and boom, boom, bada bing. It's like, it's totally ready to go. So let me just show you the things that I bought, before I was even asked to be a go-getter. Because I regularly do purchases on AccuQuilt, and now going forward, I'll be able to share them with my ideas and the things that I'm doing with a lot more people, and I'm really excited about that. So let me show you what I got. I did cut open the box, but I haven't really taken anything out yet. And these are the things that I bought. They were having a sale at the time, and so I was able to get a few things that I was just excited about. So the one thing that I got was this die for making circles. There are so many different things that you would need to make the circles for. Let's say you're doing like a Dresden plate. That makes the center circle like so easy to make. And, it just cuts it right out, and, you got the circle. So I just was like, I need to at least have this, right? And you can what you can do is you could take your fabric, put your fabric down on your fusible web, and then run the whole thing through your go, and then you have the whole thing already ready to go. You've got your fusible already on, then you just peel it and stick it, right? So you can totally run fusible through this, and it's really great. And I love how they give you like ideas about what you can do with it as well. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with circles. And I didn't have it, and I needed it, so I was like, I'm going to get that. Okay, so I love owls. So I decided that I was going to get this little guy where it'll cut out everything to make this little owl. Very excited about the owl. I can't wait to put that on something. Okay. Okay, so I got this die to make the Ohio Star, and when I was getting this, I was thinking about Stephanie over at Stephanie Stitches. Such a good friend of mine, and I don't know, I know how much she loves not only this star, but all stars, and so I was really excited to get this one. And really great ideas on the back about, you know, what you can do with it. It's always way more that you can do with it than you could possibly imagine. So always look at their suggestions. That's another hint. Okay, so we were, you know, fall was winding down, but that's why they were having all these specials. So this one is a bunch of different pumpkins. And so I thought that would be really great. Like if I'm, and I mean, it doesn't only have to be fall. You never know what you could use a pumpkin for. Or even like just the pumpkin form, right? So you just put something in here, like you can fussy cut something, or you could, and this could just be like your background, and sure, it might look like a pumpkin, but depending on what you do with it, you could make it look like something else. So really cute. I really liked the little pumpkins, so I got that guy. I went a little crazy, y'all. I really did. Okay, so then I got this guy, which is a 2.5-inch square. And I figured, you know, if I ever don't have a mini charm pack of something and I want to use it, or let's say you want like 2.5-inch squares, you know, mini charm pack, whatever you want to call it, in all one color, or like this, 2 colors, or, you know, it's so easy to just put your own fabric through and in no time at all. I mean, like just one pass and you can have 9, right? So I was really excited to get this. And then, oh, I was so excited about this. Okay. So this, so this is like they call it block on board, a bob. And basically it means that with this one die, I'll get all of those pieces and you'll make these stars. And it's interesting because now that I design some foundation paper piecing patterns, I'm taken back to one of the first things that I designed, basically to try to teach people how to foundation paper piece. And it was very similar to this. It's not exactly like this, but it was very similar with, like, you know, just a real abstract type of star. And like Stephanie, I really love stars, but for me, I like when they're really abstract like this. So I was like, you know what? If I ever want to just like pop one out really quick, I mean, the die is right there and everything would it just makes short work of it. So like I said, they were having a sale. I figured, why not? So I got this guy. And then the last thing I got, and it's really interesting because honestly, guys, usually whenever I'm putting an order in like this, I will order like a whole bunch of and now I'm not going to remember what they're called. The top part that you put on top of your fabric and you roll it through. Listen, my brain, for some reason, words don't come to me all the time. But this time I didn't order any. I should have. Now, in hindsight, I'm thinking, what was I thinking? I wasn't. But I decided to get a 1.5-inch strip cutter. So, like I said, I already have the 2 1/4 and the 2 1/2. And I thought if I get this 1 1/2, this would be really great too, because I can think of all sorts of reasons to use this size strip, either for small little borders, or if you're doing like sashing, perfect for sashing. And then I like how okay, this is me. When I try to like cut strips, I try everything I can to get that thing as straight as possible. I don't pay attention. I try not to pay too much attention to, you know, where it's matching up already. I try to like lay it out and let it naturally fall where it should, where it's supposed to fall, so that everything, like the grain all runs nice, and inevitably I get a wave in mine. Like, never fails that I will, if I try to do it myself, I always get a wave. So bring in AccuQuilt. Because if you're going to be cutting strips like this, I'm sorry, but I did it for so long, relying on myself and how I cut, and then I got this, and once I started using AccuQuilt to make my strips, there was no going back. There was absolutely no going back. So now it's like, when I can afford it, when it's in my budget, I add another strip cutter, because those are the ones that in my mind are like gold. So I'm very excited about this. That now that I am a brand ambassador for AccuQuilt, I am so thankful that they found me and want me to be part of their team. I'm really, really excited about it. So I will tell you that when I'm giving you any type of link, they are affiliate links, which means that I do get a small commission whenever you make a purchase. Now, when you do that, you're paying the exact same price. The only thing that you're doing is you're helping me to get a little bit of compensation for showing you what I have and telling you what my opinions are. And just sharing everything that I do with AccuQuilt. So it just sort of helps to kind of pay for my time a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but it's something, and I'm very grateful for it. So if you wouldn't mind using my links, I truly do appreciate it. And it won't cost you anything more. It just kind of helps support me and lets AccuQuilt know that you like me. So I will see you guys in another video, and I will be featuring something with AccuQuilt throughout Vlogmas. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you ring the bell and tell them that you want the notifications of when I have a new video, so that you won't miss a single thing that I'm doing with AccuQuilt. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah!